This is Oilersnation Radio, your one-stop shop for everything Oilers. 1 hour of straight hockey talk with Baggedmilk, Tyler, Liam, Rick, and Dan starts now.
Tuesday episode of Oilersnation Radio. I'm very distracted right now. I'm watching Liam eat a pear with a knife. And it's not just the cutting of the pear that I'm distracted by. It's also that he's stabbing the chunks and eating off the knife.
He went right down the middle with this knife, too.
He did.
Like, not trying to slice off the core and trying to, like, fillet it like you would, say, a fish. You went right down the middle.
Went right down Broadway.
Where was I supposed to go?
Well, you kind of, like, feel like... Have you ever carved a turkey? You know, you kind of feel, like, down the... You kind of feel the spine. You kind of slice and slice.
I just said I've never carved a turkey.
I'm assuming that's the same with the chicken, too, then.
No, I just have chicken.
Do you always
breast.
eat a pear with a knife?
No, but I don't have a fork right now.
I bought plastic forks.
Hang on. Would you eat a fork?
Wait. What would you use a fork for?
Well, typically, I mean, this is just kind of a...
stab it and chomp it off the fork?
So, let me walk you through my process here. Mm-hmm. This is a bit of a juicy pear. And my fingers were getting a bit sticky when I was eating it with my fingers. And I knew we were about to start 2 p.m. sharp, and I wouldn't want to miss the start of the show. So I didn't want to walk over there and get like a fork. And then I can't just wash my hands.
I feel like you have 2 utensils that are readily available.
This is the whole point of using the middle finger and the thumb. As you pinch the top and the bottom, much like an apple, you eat everything so there's still the skin, all that area doesn't get sticky.
You have to eat with his stab knife.
Yeah.
Now Tyler's
he should have fed you with the knife. That would have been the real move.
I think it's crazy you guys don't cut up your pears.
I just was thinking of the clips.
To be fair, I haven't had a pear in probably years.
Oh my God.
If I'm going to say I probably haven't had a pear in 5 years.
Feeding Tyler with a knife might do numbers.
We do need more viewers.
We do need more viewers on this podcast.
Let's make a clip happen.
On this one?
Yeah. I'll watch the pear.
Here we go. Here we go.
There we go. Aw, that was romantic.
Oh, man.
Too much for me.
It was the eye contact I liked.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on this pear situation. I'll keep you up to date as we go along if you're not watching the video version.
It's quite a heated rivalry you two have.
It's like a lovely romance that's going on here.
Enough. What a bad show.
Fuck, that pear's so good.
All fruit with you cut it up.
Not the small ones, raspberries, blueberries. Let's not be silly.
No.
That's how he eats a watermelon.
Well, no, not really. Strawberries would be the only one you can cut, but only if you're putting it on a charcuterie board, of course.
Do you dip your strawberries in sugar?
No, chocolate.
I had to give Amber hell for that one. So I was like, you can't. I was like, Amber, defeats the purpose of a healthy snack.
Yeah. Chocolate-covered strawberries are a bit of a treat, though, and they're pretty easy to make.
Yeah.
So those are good. Bananas, never with a knife. That would be insane.
You've kind of dropped that bit also.
Well, I mean, I was having a lot of bananas.
You were.
Stressful times.
I bet you
But you had no cramps, though, did you?
No cramping.
No, but also, too, like, when you think back to the Oilers playoff run last year, it wasn't exactly stressful. They either got smoked or they won comfortably.
Yeah, that is true.
Besides the finals, which I did have quite a few bananas in the actual finals. But, yeah, apples I do cut up sometimes, too. I think it's important to not just eat the skin.
What?
Like
You're eating the skin anyways.
No, I know, but like if I was eating this pear, this was quite a big pear. Mm-hmm. I would only get like 1 bite instead of like going through it twice. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why can't you go back for it? Why can't you just keep going?
You make the rules.
Yeah, I just don't.
You could eat the core if you wanted.
Mm-hmm. No, that's just fucked.
All right. Well, we're going to move on. It's very distracting. I'm super into it. All right. Delicious debate time for our friends at Oodle Noodle, of course. You can add on 2 green onion cakes, 5 spring rolls, or 6 wontons for just $2 with the purchase of any signature or premium bucks. Available in-store at oodlenoodle.ca for takeout only. It's game day. Get a box delivered to your house. Why not? Or pop on in on your way home from work. It's an early start today, 5:30. You don't want to cook. Pop on in to Oodle Noodle. All right. Delicious debate. I just want to keep this one super simple for today. Obviously, the Oilers are playing the Penguins, and the story is Jarry versus Skinner. Delicious debate. Are we making way too big of a deal about this game?
Oh, I don't know. Like, it's very rare that you get a regular season game with this many like quality headlines in it.
I know, but that's what I mean. Like, the stories are all there.
Yeah.
Having the trade happen on Friday, and then they play this quickly. It's obviously unique, but at the end of the day, it is one regular season game. Are we making too big a deal of it?
Well, I mean, if the if you believe that the outcome is going to be that all these storylines are going to play out in some kind of exciting way, then yes, you are up for disappointment. The people that believe the Stuart Skinner haters that believe that Skinner will just allow 7 goals against the Oilers probably won't happen. The Stuart Skinner fans that think that he'll shut out the Oilers in his redemption game probably won't happen either. But I don't blame the media and or the fans for getting excited about something like this. I spent the entire weekend trying to explain it how it wouldn't happen. We wouldn't have the Skinner-Jarry matchup because somebody would balk at the idea of it.
You wanted She Loves Pickard.
I was thinking for sure it was going to be She Loves and Pickard. but yeah, I don't blame the media for in the middle of a slower season after some trades that, kind of rocked the landscape that we're excited about this one.
Yeah, I don't think it's being overblown. I think you would come into this and it's just always McDavid versus Crosby. How many more times are they going to play? All that stuff. Where now we have like a different angle on it. So I think that's an exciting part of it. And it's like we're just talking about something else other than what the typical headline would be. There's also other things too, like obviously Draisaitl going for 1,000 points. What does he need? Like 2 goals to pass Glenn Anderson or something like that too?
Yeah, Leon can move into a tie for 3rd all-time in Oilers scoring tonight.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Goal scoring, by the way, not just points.
Sorry.
One away from his 1,000th point.
Yeah, and then obviously the Crosby, if he gets 2 points, he ties Lemieux for the Penguins all-time scoring leader, and 3 obviously passes him.
Not today, Sid.
Not today. So I think it's a fun game on a road trip that would typically just have the same headlines.
Rick, what do you think?
I'll never balk at the headline of Crosby versus McDavid. Just 2 of the best hockey players that are going to see.
And how many more times are we going to get it? Probably
6, 5. Well, today, because there's 1 more this year, then 2 more, and so maybe 2 more seasons after this.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get the Olympics, so they won't get to play together.
Oh, yeah.
Playing in the Olympics.
That video from Friday was hilarious.
Yeah, they'll figure something out. There's a lot of stories, I suppose, when you think about all those little points things. But yeah, it's kind of overblown in terms of people want to see a disaster. People want to see
Penguins fans want to see Jarry get shelled. Oilers fans want to see Skinner get shelled.
Yep. I just want to see the 2 different goalies wearing the opposing team's
I do like
logos.
That doesn't bother me. I just want to see a victory.
I want the white Bucky.
I'm a big fan of them not covering up the logos, though. Just leaving it there.
I am surprised that every goalie doesn't just have a white bucket on tap.
How fast was Vaughn had to have known this trade was coming?
I read that they could turn around a full completed set of pads in 5 hours.
So Jesse Granger in The Athletic, not to give any love to our competition, but
does
Jesse
the
Granger,
goalie get any say in it, though?
I would imagine you would have some.
But he actually wrote an in-depth piece in The Athletic about how the turnaround time. This basically could only happen because they were playing in Toronto.
Yeah.
Because not only did Vaughn have to get it made and then drive it to Toronto, but also the NHL has to sign off on new goalie gear.
Oh, they gotta measure it and shit.
Yeah.
So you can measure that after it's all put together, right? You just kind of.
Yeah, but again, because it's in Toronto, they were able to expedite a lot of these processes.
Those videos just were crazy. I was like, man, that's 4 hours after the trade. They had to have known something was going on.
I do believe that the mask matters a lot more to goalies than they will, than we will talk about. And
I think it takes a lot more work.
I think that's the key.
Unless you're Jonas Hiller.
Watching that.
The matte black mask.
We pointed it out. I think it was the Oilers game we were playing against the Panthers where Bobrovsky had a Hockey Fights cancer helmet on that he doesn't wear very often, and all of a sudden he got lit up. Yeah. It's just there's it's anecdotal, obviously, but there's something to changing the mask and changing your sight lines as a goalie.
Yeah, I mean, we do have to remember these aren't an off the rack go to Pro Hockey Life and grab a new one. They are custom fitted and all that stuff. So yeah, probably harder than we imagined to get a new mask done up, but.
I just thought they would have.
It's like going to the suit store. They've got all your measurements there. You don't got to get a.
Right. It has been 4 days. Yeah.
I just thought it doesn't bother me. I don't really care about it. White Bucky or a black one, whatever. I just think they're funny. Yeah. You don't get to see them enough anymore. Or you just go while the transition happening, you have to rock an Osgood.
Ooh.
Oh, player helmet type.
An Archer's Herbe, if you will.
Absolutely. Flat mask.
So do you think too much is getting made about everything tonight?
A little bit.
I mean, like we had someone in the YouTube chat be like, I want the Oilers to win 7-0 so we can finally say that this trade was a win. And it's like, but
That's
you
what
can't.
I mean. Like
you can't.
That's
The
why I
only way
think
this trade is a win is if we win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I just think like I get the storylines. Obviously, like the media spoke to Skinner and Kulak today, and Jarry's had a couple interviews over the last handful of days. I was like, at the end of the day, it is one December regular season game, and the Oilers have to win it.
Yeah, that is the other part of it. The Oilers need wins.
If you're going to lose the games in the East. I think we still have like 19 or 20 in our own division. Those
20
are
of the final 46 are in our own division.
That's the
crazy
important part.
If you're listening to this right now, I want to hear from you. Let me know. Are we making too big of a deal of this? Yes or no? Some people say yes, like me. Others say no. I don't think there's a wrong answer either. Rick says there is a wrong answer.
There is.
That's why you got pulled off the building. What's my next plug here? We got a Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament. Let's do it. Third weekend in January, we are going to take over Jasper Park Lodge at beautiful Lake Mildred for the 4-on-4 pond hockey tournament. We've done it the last handful of years. It is one of the most beautiful places you could ever play. Little game of shinny. It's going to be great. There's going to be friends around. There's going to be nation staff. There's going to be all kinds of just like activations and trivia, and you'll see Waz buzzing around filming people. You'll see Johnny buzzing around filming stuff. You'll see Tyler doing shows. Jeff Merrick will be there. Gangs all be there. Enter your team today. It will sell out. You only got just over a month left. Join us in Jasper. Ripping through a couple of things before we get to the disaster in Montreal. Connor McDavid named first star of the week. Shout out to Connor. Looking very, very good. That's about it. That game against Montreal, not good.
Very flat.
Yeah, but I mean,
The giveaway, it was first period. Actually, I thought the Oilers were great. They just couldn't score. The giveaways from there, though, were problematic.
And they all just came from the same spot. Like,
Connor,
they're all
beautiful
just-
assist. Wrong team, mind you.
That was a wild one. That was a great. And like, I know he locked and Hyman was there, then he moved, but like, maybe not the spot to do a blind backhand pass.
Right in front of the net.
Yeah.
they were doing a lot of that.
Best player in the world. I'm never going to second guess him, but
Well, I mean, I think
Well-
it's fair to second guess that one.
Blind backhand pass in front of the
yeah,
net.
but it's hindsight, so I'm not going to use hindsight in the.
No, I would like general rule of thumb going forward for the Oilers, no blind backhand passes in front of the net.
It's a good rule. It's a
I'm
fair
going to
rule.
leave the best hockey player in the world.
Do you think there was any come down from the stomping in Toronto to playing the next day in Montreal?
No, because they had the 5-on-3. They just couldn't score.
Yeah.
They couldn't score. It came down to offense. They couldn't score, and it eventually bit them in the ass.
I feel like the frustrated Oilers popped their heads up again, and yeah, they had a good first period for them, and nothing went their way, and the Canadians just kind of pounced in the second period, and there was just all bets were off in the third. They were not going to have anything left in the tank to get that back.
Knobloch said too in his post game, he's like, he labeled Toronto as well. He's like, we had too many bad habits creep into both those games. We kind of just got away with it in Toronto. We were able to score, and they just weren't able to score against Montreal.
Yeah, like against Montreal, like how different is that hockey game if they cash in on that 5-on-3? So like full credit to Dobish and the Habs for killing penalties, but like
Finally.
if you cash in on that 5-on-3 early on, that hockey game goes a totally different way. Maybe you're feeling it a bit more offensively. Montreal changes up their game, like whatever. It's just one of those games. I didn't lose any sleep over how they played against Montreal. Do I know they can be better? Yes. And we've also kind of gotten to a point now where, like, again, a month ago, I actually probably do freak out a little bit about that loss. But, like, Edmonton's at a point now where they're in a playoff spot. You know that, like, one game isn't like oh, shit. They need to win, 2 of every 3 here for the next little bit. So losses will happen.
What about the game in Toronto on Saturday? Obviously, it was an Oilers debut for our new friend, Tristan Jarry. I thought he played very well.
I don't think the stat line was reflected.
That
how he
garbage
played.
goal at the last minute,
Yeah.
whatever. But up until then, I thought he had a really strong night.
Yeah, I liked what I saw from him.
Breakaway stops.
I kind of felt like it was a Stuart Skinner style start. I think if you hadn't told me that Tristan Jarry was the goalie, I may not have believed it. And that's fine. I'm not faulting Jarry for that.
You literally could have swapped,
but
Stu,
that's
and
the
the game
thing.
would have been essentially the same way.
That's where that's my mentality on it, and that's again, it's not Jarry's fault, but that's just another hockey game that the Edmonton Oilers won with their offense.
Yeah, it was a fine game. Again, like stat line's not pretty. Garbage time goals, kind of whatever. He did make that big save on John Tavares on the breakaway, and like the game was still in reach at that point. So
That was a 2-2 game at that point.
yeah, so like big stop there. I thought he was fine. He passed the first test, if you want to call it that. Didn't give me any reason to be worried about him going forward. But like again, it's a long season here.
And I will say that too, in defense of Pickard, there was 5 clear-cut breakaways against the poor guy.
So that was one thing I wanted to, I'm glad you brought that up.
Center
Dan.
line in.
I wrote my recap article at Oilersnation.com on Sunday night, and then on yesterday, I checked the comments. The amount of people that blame Pickard for that loss, that's nuts to me.
Montreal?
Yes. The post-game show was the same thing.
Chased a goaltender
Really?
out
There was a
here for
lot
that
of people that were very angry at Pickard.
He stopped, like Dan said, countless breakaways.
It was I think it was 5.
Probably the same
Gregor said 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Probably the same people that chased the other goaltender out of town. It is.
Yeah, there's something to be said for sure that like the puck
Same people that
stops
sit
with the
there and see
goalie,
a
right?
mistake and they're like, Bouchard! When it clearly
Yeah.
was not Bouchard's fault.
Yeah.
Or Nurse, and it clearly
And again,
was
they
not
weren't
Nurse's
winning.
fault.
They weren't winning that game 1-0.
No.
No. Not when you allow. Yeah, their goal was so late in the game, too. The
Yeah.
Oilers. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't remember the goals from Montreal because they just felt so irrelevant.
There was
Never really
two-
looked back at them and was like, how could Pickard do this to us?
There was 2 really good snipes, Demidov and then Tessier, I think it was, where
and
they
then
went
the other
short
one,
side on
what
him.
was it, Suzuki was like on the doorstep. Did they get an empty net goal?
That was, Suzuki was like, he beat Regula to the post, and like, there's
Yeah.
nothing Pickard's doing.
Power play goal too, right?
Valeno was the pass into the middle. So
Right, yes. I mean, like,
Oilers lost special teams in Montreal.
Yep.
They lost at even strength. Just lost.
they were second in every aspect of the game.
Yep. So, but if you were one of the commenters ripping on our pal Cal for that one, like, guys,
Grow up.
And trust me, I want to rip on Cal. I want him to have 2 more bad games so we can get a new backup goalie in town. But the reality is, as long as he keeps giving them efforts like he did against Montreal, he's sticking around.
Did his save percentage go up?
Oh, fuck.
I mean, look.
I like his save percentage was bad against Montreal, but like that
It's like
was
our
not
PK, it's like our PK percentage 2 years ago. It's like you might as well stop watching.
that like
852.
that was one of those nights
Yeah.
where I totally agree with Liam that save percentage doesn't matter because like
Yeah,
he was not the problem.
No. He was probably perfect on high danger chances.
Yeah, probably.
I would
Pretty
assume.
darn close.
Yeah.
Because that was perimeter-ish. Yeah, probably.
That Demidov and that was
Suzuki would have been.
Sometimes you got to give credit to a great shot. That Demidov shot was a rocket.
Demidov's so good.
Is he 70 points on the season good?
Yes, because I also have that bet. Yes.
But isn't he only playing like 11, 12 minutes a night? Like bump that guy's minutes up a
13,
little bit.
16, 12, 15, 17. So kind of in that 13, 17 range, depending on the game. Gets power play time, though, right? That's a big thing for him. 9 of his 25 points have come with the man advantage, as they say in Montreal.
So, split the weekend, Toronto-Montreal. Tonight, obviously, the Oilers are in Pittsburgh, so I might as well talk about it. Leon Draisaitl. It is not very often he goes 2 games without a point. The iron.
Did he get a point against?
No, he's saying, like, he won't go tonight.
Sorry. It's not even those games. I think it's 2.
3 against Toronto. But, yeah, you're right.
He doesn't go very often,
Okay.
2 games in a row without a point. Did not get a point against Montreal. That sets... Oh, by the way, just one thing. Did you guys think that the Oilers were trying to force something to Leon too much against Montreal? Because I did.
No, I think they try to force too much to Leon all the time. Like, that's the whole
think
power
that-
play. Connor loves passing to Leon.
That's exactly it. We as fans are just like hyper focused on that connection right now because we know the stakes that are there. But I really felt like the first period you could accuse them of that, but then it was just that's where the offense goes through is Leon and Connor.
I just thought there was chances on the power plays to shoot, and they were trying to do and I get it. When that works, it's beautiful. I love it. He leads the Oilers franchise in power play goals a million times, but you know what? Connor, you can shoot too.
But I don't think that's just exclusive to against Montreal. That's an all-season thing.
Yeah, because it's not like he was looking for an extra goal. It's just a point. They knew that.
I just think they were looking for that point like a lot. Anyway,
Get it out of the way.
my point is, it's not very often he goes 2 games without a point. Didn't get one on Sunday. That could be bad news for Stu tonight.
But again, to what you said, he would have paid for the gift.
Yeah, I've had this little bit where Stu probably contributed to whatever they got Draisaitl for his 1,000th point.
Because they would have had that gift bought a while ago.
Yeah, so
Hey, maybe he gets to present it to him when the whole when the bench
he
clears.
pulls it out of the back of the net. Here you go, Leon.
Yeah, when the whole
It's
bench
just-
clears,
here's
Stu
your
goes
new
to the
Rolex.
Penguins bench and grabs the gift.
Yeah.
Just in his water bottle holder.
Yeah.
Here's a really specific prediction for how one goal will go in on Stu tonight. Oilers will either have a power play or Connor and Leon will be on the ice at the same time, and Stu will be so hyper fixated on not getting beat by a Draisaitl one-timer that McDavid will catch him cheating. Fire it home.
I
There's
think
my
they're going to
prediction.
get him moving side to side a lot tonight.
Why is he not good in that?
I can see my vision is kind of like Connor's 1,000th point, where those two are on a 2-on-1, but instead of one pass, there are several, and Stu is in a blender in the corner.
He'll get it tonight, though.
We did the
Very surprised.
the goalie report where I pull up those goalie faces.
What do we got?
Aim high and either side on Stu is good.
Yeah, he's bad by the ears and he's bad under the blocker and glove.
Yeah, his legs are actually decent.
If you shoot it right at him, he stops it.
Yeah, if you shoot it right at him, he stops it. That's just what he is, isn't he? He's a shot stopper.
Mm-hmm.
He's not an athletic.
That's a
goalie.
good way to put it.
Yeah.
I do miss watching games and when he'd give one up because I'd be rooting so hard for him, going like, Stu. Like, you're so disappointed. You're like, I wanted you to have that one.
Yeah.
Obviously, Skinner spoke to the media this morning after their post-game skate. Got a couple of quotes here for you. When asked if he was surprised about the trade, he goes, there's a lot of noise around goalies. I don't know if it's fair or if it's not fair. It's just part of the business. It's a trade that needed to be done, and I think it's a good one for both teams. He also made a little joke in there saying, I'm pretty sure this rumor's been going on for about 5 years now or something. I thought that was pretty funny. And then he continued on, to be honest, I care more about where my work is now and being able to be on a new team, and this is an exciting moment, so I'm not really thinking about if it's fair for me or not. Continuing on. Do you have something to say?
I was just going to say, I think it's become pretty clear. There was obviously speculation that he asked out of Edmonton.
Well,
For him to say it was like a fair trade for both teams, like I feel like guys don't say that.
and apparently this per Elliot Friedman. It also sounds like the team felt the same way. Stuart Skinner could. He could be good in streaks, by the way, but he was good in this streak when he got traded. But the moment it went bad or he had a rough game or anything like that, all the old questions and concerns came up. It was weighing on Skinner. It was weighing on the team. It was weighing on the organization. And I think that everybody here felt it was time. I think ultimately Stuart Skinner would probably agree. It was just time. It was weighing on everybody too much.
So the fans chased him out.
For the podcast viewers, Rick has what I would describe a shit-eating grin on.
A certain group did. It's funny because a certain group will also go, "Hey, media chased someone out of town."
Yeah, they love.
But both sides like to do it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, and especially in today's age where like fans have such a voice on social media and whatnot, I do think it's funny the people who point to like, Spectre asked him a hard question. That's why he wants out. It's like, no, man, he reads way worse shit on Twitter every night.
Yeah, it can. I don't think a lot of that stuff really bothers him.
No, he seems pretty like.
He's like
Even in the
Superman that
media,
area.
he always like.
He always answered stuff.
I think he's
answered
like
his shit.
I think he's like Superman in that whole situation where it just does kind of
Yeah.
water off a duck's back.
I think he's like mentally unbreakable.
Yeah,
I honestly do. Like, and
Very
that's
much.
not anything to do with on the ice. That's all like off ice. Like Edmonton's a loud market.
Listen, man, how many
get
siblings
to
do you have? You grew up in fucking Hard Knocks with that many siblings. Nobody's listening to you. When
I
you
guess
got
the question
8 siblings.
is Jarry built like that too? Because he'll have to be.
Well, he's gonna have to figure it out. If
I
he's not.
did not know how soft spoken he is.
He speaks very slowly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very, very soft.
methodically.
Yeah. I don't know, like, if the fans chased him out. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it was nothing by any means, but I think if Freeman's pointing out there, like, he was over it, the team was over it, and management was over it.
Yeah.
I don't think that can be labeled as, like, the fan base did it. I don't think they play, like, no part in it by any means, but I think it just became clear that, like, his play on a day-to-day basis just wasn't going to help them
he
win.
just told you that. BM just told us that after the game on Montreal, people are going after Cal Pickard
Oh, I know.
and blaming him. So if that's what
Yeah,
they're
but
doing
he
for
also
Pickard,
just-
and if they're doing that to Pickard after a game where everyone at this table is
Yep.
going, definitely not on him, you can see what they're doing to a guy that.
But the
Deserves
management
it
isn't
more.
making decisions based off what the fan base is saying.
No, but I think that also creates that whole negative energy around. Like when something
Yeah, I
goes like that,
guess.
and you start hearing the stories and stuff. It's not like the players are saying that, or the coaches are saying that. It's a little bit there, a little bit that, a little bit
Yeah.
everywhere. But to me, at the end of the day, this was getting two players out of bad situations than it was about Edmonton upgrading their goaltender. I think our goaltending is relatively the same, with maybe a bit of a higher ceiling. But as long as the team plays well in front of them, that's where this team is going to advance.
And well, to be fair though, to that point, like with what BM's saying about like in the room, there were the same questions popping up. Maybe part of the motivation from management is, all right, this room needs a shakeup, so we're doing this trade.
Yeah, and I think it's I would be interested to see what the temperature was in the room after, say, a game where maybe he had a couple bad goals.
Yeah.
Well, let us know, Rick.
I'm not in the room.
The Washington game, yeah, there were enough games this year where like.
All I know is obviously he's not in the room, but he has been in NHL rooms before. Is when I was in Montreal, I asked Max Lapierre, I'm like, what is it? What is it like when you're on the bench or in the room and like there's a goal that you just hate that goes in? He goes, nobody will ever say a word, but you look around and you know it, you feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to really. Like, does Stu go back there walking on eggshells? Or does he go, you know what, I know these guys have my back. But knowing full well that you can only have your back for so long before that kind of like, eventually that there's too much weight on that.
Yep.
But I also think, like, as a goalie, you know, right? When you let in a bad goal.
Oh, sure. You're the first one to blame. Yeah, you're hardest on yourself than anyone else is going to be.
So I think we've all been on teams where, like, you have a goalie and you're like, that was a shit one.
But
he knows it more than you know it.
Putting yourself in Stu's position this year, especially with the way the team played in the first 10, 15 games, aren't there times that he's got to be like, what do you want me to do? Sure, maybe I could have had a stop on that, but there's 3 mistakes in front of it. And a giveaway, like look at the giveaways we get at Montreal.
Yeah, but I just don't think those are the goals.
Well, there were a good chunk of those in the first beginning of the season.
No. I'm not saying, like, I don't think those are the goals that the team is probably turned into being like, how did Stu do that?
Well,
like,
no,
they're probably
even if there's a bad giveaway,
like the third one against Calgary,
and then it sneaks in a spot where it shouldn't have. Yeah, it shouldn't have gone in, but it should not have been given away over there and by that guy first.
Sure, but like I think what BM just said, like you look at that third goal against Calgary
in the opener,
like those are the goals that you look at and you're like, all right, man, like what are you doing? And like, hey, like honestly, like I wonder how much that game we talked about it a little bit in the last episode. I think like how much did that game kind of reset everything? You know
well, I mean, the noise was loud from game one.
Yeah, but like you're right. If like Stu comes out of the gates and that goal doesn't go in, Edmonton wins 4-2, let's say on opening night. Then he has that shutout at MSG. Are we sitting there being like, Stu's dialed this year?
Yeah, like I just think it builds a whole different narrative. You can play ifs and buts, whatever, but like that is the most avoidable goal I can think of this season. And it happened on night one. Like that's the moment. And those are the goals I think like guys would be like what Max says, like no one's gonna say anything, but everyone knows.
Yeah, but then that's fair. But there's definitely ones on the other hand where he's like, well,
probably
there's more. I would say there's more on that side.
That's what I was been steering towards the whole time.
There are those ones.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's not an Oiler anymore.
No,
and we hate him.
That's right. He's no longer our friend.
You know who needs some more love though is Kulak.
I think that
dude did a lot more than what we expected out of him.
Brett Kulak did not miss a game as an Oiler in 4 years, regular season and playoffs.
I don't think Stu would have either.
Stu was also incredibly durable.
Yeah, and I think I give credit to the medical staff.
Sure,
I think that is a side of the game we don't really think about often, and like why should we? But
TD Forrest got that magic touch.
But like, how many guys get injured twice? You know what I mean? Like guys get banged up all the time. It's the reality of the game. But like, you don't really see a guy where it's like he's gone forever. He's
Kapanen.
But he got injured in like
Trent.
a freak accident.
Frederick last year.
Hi, Freddie.
He had a good 13-second
happens.
shift. I know, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was a freak accident, but you are right. I think in terms of injuries over the last probably 4 or 5 years, we've been very, very lucky.
Yeah, and I think that comes down to the staff knowing and having communication with the coaches of being like, hey, like, this guy's kind of feeling this a little bit. Let's not push him so hard. Like, he shouldn't do the optional skate, stuff like that.
I think it's also luck.
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Because, like, you have guys who are injury prone and they never see the ice. So I don't think the Oilers have any players like sure Kapanen, but that's like he fell in practice. You know what I mean? Like,
or did he rush it back too early?
Stetcher was hurt quite a
They're
bit.
always going to say that, unfortunately.
Was Stetcher always hurt?
He was hurt quite a bit for this team.
Feel like he just didn't play either way.
But that's the thing. He was
He
also
hurt like in the
seventh
first
defenseman.
little bit of being here,
and like,
and I think it was a less.
There was like
being hurt more often. It's a longer one.
There was 2 or 3 stretches where he got in and then was having some success and then was pulled out of the lineup because of.
But like the Frederick one, someone said Frederick's like, okay, that guy comes here with an injury, gets injured 6 seconds into a shift, misses the regular season, but then he's able to play through the playoffs. Draisaitl a couple of years ago, like he had his high ankle sprain. Became the best player in the league somehow.
I think he kind of likes it.
I think he might be a weird kink.
Germans.
I'm not here to kink shame. But to your point, like, Brett Kulak deserves his flowers.
Mm-hmm.
He was
So
a guy
there's a lot of Skinner and Jarry talk here, but
a lot of Skinner Jarry talk, and understandably so, because that's like the position everybody was talking about. But Kulak didn't miss a game for the Oilers in his entire time here. Slid up and down the lineup, very effective. I mean, this year obviously he struggled, but for the most part, if you needed somebody to give you a dependable 18 to 22 minutes, he was your guy. I also am still upset that Brett Kulak used to look like Connor Brown, used to look like Brett Kulak, and now we have neither of them.
Yeah, that is upsetting, hey?
Something to think about. Nobody ever thinks about these things when they trade people away.
Yeah, that's a
You know?
bad part of it. There's something else I was thinking.
It'll come to you.
Is it Quinn Hutson being recalled?
No, but that's a good move.
Is it the fact he's stuck on the fourth line?
I don't really care about that because I think that Lazar and Frederick have better offensive upside than Mangiapane and Henrique right now, which sounds silly to say. But I feel like Lazar's fairly consistent, and Freddie hasn't been that. I think he's been a little bit better recently. I don't think he's been as bad. He's just obviously struggling a lot.
He's a little lost trying to find his game.
Yeah, but there's been
he's
certain
out in the woods
moments where
somewhere.
it's like, oh, I see it. Like, that's it. And I think Hudson can bring that.
For our man, Quinn Hutson, undrafted, 23 years old, brother of Lane Hutson, who plays for Montreal. So far in 24 games with the Condors, 16 goals, 12 assists for 28 points. Absolutely shooting the lights out in the AHL.
Yeah, a lot of his points coming on the power play, but when he's scoring at 5-on-5, one thing I noticed was he wasn't the one who was necessarily driving the play. He was kind of picking up the garbage, I guess we can call it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like
He was-
garbage and going to the net and banging home rebounds, or staying high and getting fed passes and taking advantage of that.
Honestly, just jumping on loose pucks wherever.
That's good.
So I think playing with Freddie and Lazar, I guess you could say, could be a little bit chaotic, but they're both filling the first round picks. They have a bit of offensive upside when they're on their game. How often are they on that? I guess is up for debate, but I think he can be a good complement to that line. I wouldn't be surprised if that kind of it's like not too far off what a third line minutes would be tonight.
Looking at the lines, as you guys mentioned, Quinn Hutson is playing on the fourth line. Your first line is still Nuge, McDavid, Hyman, Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Savoy, Mangiapane, Henrique, Janmark, Frederick, Lazar, Hudson. It's going to be interesting to see how these look when Roslovic and Kapanen come back.
My prediction is,
Go ahead.
and I guess Quinn Hutson could change this a little bit with how he
It
plays.
really depends on how he plays.
But like, I think when those two are back, you pop out Lazar and Hudson, and then that's probably your forward group, right?
I don't think Lazar would come out for me.
Mangiapane's done.
I think Manji.
Jumanji, at least for maybe a game or two to send a message. I could definitely see that.
I think you'll roll a couple of guys, but I think that's where you start it for sure.
It's just with Mangiapane.
I
Yeah.
just think if you were to rank those, take Hudson out of it, but rank those 11 forwards outside of him, like Mangiapane's clear 12 or 11. Well, he might be 12 as well, even out of 11. But he's been the worst.
I think Lazar's probably surprised me the most in terms of players that I didn't
think he's been
expect a lot
solid.
out of and what they've actually delivered.
I think he's been solid.
Yep.
But this just also goes back to, like, again, Liam and I had this conversation today. Like, quit screwing around with these $3 to $4 million free agents who don't give you anything. Because if your pro scouting's good, you sign Lazar, you have a Clattenburg, right? You have a Quinn Hutson in your organization. Like, I mean, Jesus, it's been so bad with Frederick Mangiapane and Henrique. And
Wouldn't
it's
it have
like,
been cool if you could, instead of giving Mangiapane 3.6 and Frederick 3.8, you went out and spent 7 on a fucking stud?
yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like, what team's better? The team with Mangiapane and Frederick or the team with Clattenburg and Besser? Probably a team with Clattenburg and Besser, right? And you spend 7 point whatever on Besser and just get the deal done. Which apparently they wanted to do at some point, so there's that as well.
Yeah.
I think it did swing there. I think you'll see that this summer. I think this summer with the Connor discount and the cap on the ultimate rise for the next probably 5 years, that you'll start to see some heavier swings this summer.
I was going to say, if they don't, then I like Stan Bowman, but like you have to question what he's doing.
Yeah, and
Like,
I think
if
that's
you don't get someone this
far
summer,
too. Yeah, I think it's
and
far
I think
too.
we're
down.
looking way.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But like, You can't be the team that was close on everyone.
He's been swinging.
Yeah, and I think he has, and they were close supposedly on Rantanen. They were close on Bessa. It's okay. Now become the yes team. Like become the team that they commit to.
You got to get a guy.
Yeah.
How bad does Besser feel about signing that contract?
How bad do all of them feel about
All
it?
his friends are gone. My favorite, though, was so funny when Quinn Hughes played his first game for the Minnesota Wild.
Pumped.
It was funny to watch, but I saw on Twitter this like Wild fan being like, "Hey everyone, I'm new to the Quinn Hughes fan base. Does he always look like a Victorian ghost on the bench?"
There was a funny clip of him doing his usual like million-yard stare on the bench, and then Faber kind of like looked at him, and Faber was like, "Oh," and then Faber just kind of like took his gloves off and then started to look sad too. Yeah, it's just funny.
I really hope those players they got take that team from a basement to like a
Right in the middle.
number 12.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Win some games. But
Oh,
not
they
enough.
for their sake though, like they have to come last this year.
Yeah, let's get them in like 12th,
Yeah, yeah.
11th, maybe.
What I really enjoy, just keeping it within the Nation Network, is seeing the squad from Flames Nation and Canucks Army fighting about who wants dead last.
Yeah.
We live that life.
Two fan bases who just mocked us. Connor will never stay there. And now you have obviously Kachuk in Florida. Hughes gone to.
a couple $7 million players just in time to get Connor on his big ass contract at the end of it.
Yep.
Just finishing off the line combos. Ekholm Bouchard, Nurse Regula, Stastny Emerson. And,
Stastny's certainly been a guy.
Yeah, he's been fine.
He's been there.
Skates.
Yeah, it's-
what you like?
He hasn't done anything
I'm
yet.
gonna give him a minute,
Oh, yeah, me too.
but you can tell he skates well.
Honestly, I was saying that kind of like tongue in cheek, but like legitimately good that you have not noticed anything from him.
100% good.
Skates well.
That's what we like
100%
about
good.
Brett
That's the
Kulak.
best thing out of those players. You never hear a word out of them.
It's pretty funny if you go back to Friday and into Saturday and listen to anybody that was talking about him skating was the one thing that we all read on that one scouting
And like,
report.
God bless, because the first thing I know is like,
And that's
you know what?
exactly
They
it.
were right. That guy's
Yep.
quick. He
There
skates
is-
well.
the scouting report was spot on.
There was
about-
one play in Toronto where he was really low in the zone. I was like, I don't remember the last time I saw an Oilers defenseman play kind of in the middle like he was.
Had
What's
4
his-
shots on goal against Toronto as well.
What's his face from Bakersfield that was down behind the net a couple times?
Denis?
Yeah, that's the one.
Deneen? Is it
Yeah,
Deneen?
Cam Dineen was hanging out behind their goal line a couple
If you want
times
a
last year.
defenseman to play behind the other team's net, you bring up Finnish Chaos there. What's that kid's name?
Yeah, they're coming together, man.
Natural Lebanon?
Yeah.
And
You
who's
want a
he playing well
defenseman
with? I think
behind
he's
the
playing
net.
with Aikie right now
Yeah,
too.
him
And
and
there's,
Aikie supposedly
there's
are
a lot
doing
of
well.
positive things coming out of Bakersfield right now. If you want to pay attention,
A
to them.
lot of guys have been following Bo Akey on Instagram. I found a Twitter account.
Yeah, I want to ask you about this.
It's a bot Twitter account that just monitors who NHL players are following and unfollowing. Very funny.
Can you run through some? Do you have it open?
So like a lot of babes. Just first and foremost, there's
In and out. In and
Yeah,
out.
there's a couple of culprits who are on this account a lot where like it seems like every day it's 2 or 3. There was one guy, and I just was mindlessly scrolling today and reading them out loud to Aaron. There is one player, a hopeful for Canada's Olympic team, who unfollowed a girl. So I like clicked the profile and it goes to her, and like yesterday she announced her engagement. Yep, he's out.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah,
what account does this funny stuff?
It's like NHL following bot or something. I think it's legit.
Yeah, when you do a hard launch with your
Follow
fiancé, you
tracker?
gotta unfollow
NHL
that.
follow tracker. Yeah, it's only like 430 followers, but
The
I like-
Oilers followed Aikie, though.
I like to laugh.
I don't think he's coming up anytime soon.
God no.
But good to see some progression. You got to remember, he's only 20.
Yeah, and there's
Maybe
no.
21.
You stay down there for 2 years, there, kid.
Maybe 3.
Tyler Myers unfollowed Vinny Desharnais, who's not with the team, granted, but he also unfollowed Thatcher Demko.
Right a lot.
Ooh, Josh Doan followed Pete Blackburn. That's interesting.
Wait a minute. Tyler Myers unfollowed Thatcher Demko?
Yeah, they're on the same team.
Let's cause some beef.
Yeah.
This is Instagram?
Yeah. Jacob Chikrin followed Based Supplements and Heal Now Naturally.
What's Zach Boychuk up to?
He can't be included in this. The Oilers official account started following Bo Akey. That's interesting.
Yep.
Anyways, I'll stop doing this, but it's pretty funny.
They put Zach Boychuk in there. The bot breaks.
Yeah.
Zach Boychuk has followed and unfollowed all of Twitter again.
13 hours ago, Adam Henrique followed Trent Frederick. Lionies.
Some chemistry.
You can send some quick reels, send some
Yeah,
memes over with.
he saw something that he's like, Freddie's going to love this.
All right. Before we get to the betting segment of Baggedmilk's Trivia, just a couple more items. Per Jason Gregor, looks like Jack Rozovic is hoping to be back for a game before Christmas.
Did Jason say anything else on that tweet?
No, but I heard. Go ahead.
He
I
told
don't
us,
know.
he never told us any details because he said they might be too gruesome to share.
And he wasn't sure if he was allowed to.
Yeah, but he said he had surgery.
Whom?
And
Where?
you can
I'm
you
not
can
telling.
go back to, you know what, I don't like, again, Grave Gregor doesn't want to. He blocked 2 shots in that game before he left.
Where?
Between the legs?
One of them with his hand, the other one
Not with his hand.
where the
With
sun doesn't
Little
shine.
South?
a little south.
Depends on who you are if the sun doesn't shine there. Some people, it does shine there.
Doesn't shine for me.
No, it's a
He had
sad
surgery.
Apparently.
Yeah, but now he's skating already, so
It's a sad sundial. Little button. Minus 25 outside, people.
Is he really?
Yeah, it's chilly.
Why was Matthew Schaefer following Bo Akey?
Why wouldn't I?
Fascinating.
You know?
OHL boys.
You know what I thought was interesting? Just speaking of our new friend Spencer Stastny. Him and Ty Emerson played together for 3 years.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Did.
Maybe some chemistry there to unlock.
A little comfortability.
Stasny
Can't
play
hurt.
at the World Juniors? Let me look.
All right. While Liam's looking that up, it's funny how every year, if Connor McDavid has a quote-unquote slow start, he had 14 points in his first 12 games, Rick. People are like, oh, slow start for Connor. In his last 20 games, 15 goals, 22 assists, 37 points.
Right.
So, you know what? He's fine.
It's almost like his summers are so short. He's a little tired when he gets
A
in.
little sleepy.
Sleepy guy.
He did play the World Juniors
Did he?
with Ty Emerson.
I think Ty's got something.
What do you got over there?
Connor Brown just followed an account called Gaelic by Blood that just posts facts about Ireland. Why is Connor Brown following them? I gotta stop. I can't. No more. I'm raw dogging the rest of the show. This account's way too distracting. Gaelic by Blood.
I want to know when you're
funny.
looking at that account, you see someone follow something really unhinged.
Yeah, I'll keep digging,
All right. Keep us posted.
but not now.
Tyler's
Now's
got a
not
new
the time.
beat. Tyler's got a new beat. That's what he's working on.
NHL Instagram Insider.
If you're looking for Tyler, don't ask. He's not around. He's busy. Let's talk a little betting, friends. For our friends at Bet365. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app and get in on the game. Use the code NATION at Bet365. Must be 19 years old or older. Looking at the main lines for tonight's game.
The Oilers just hired that guy that was the head coach of Notre Dame. Isn't that right? Did you guys remember seeing that?
What does this have to do with what?
Spencer Stastny went to Notre Dame.
Interesting connection.
I'm pretty sure they just hired someone like that anyway.
Okay.
There you go. Sorry for interrupting, but it just kind of clicked on me right in that moment.
I'll look for some Notre Dame lines after.
Adam Slatter, Andy Slatter, Slagger. Yeah,
1 month
they
ago.
did. I knew it.
1 month ago.
Yes. Go.
Again, who is he?
He's now
Name? First name, last name?
Yeah.
Andy.
Director of North American Recruiting.
He's director of North American.
What was his name now again?
Does this? Okay, I'm sorry that we're now derailing the betting segment. Does that make you feel better or worse about acquiring a player like Spencer Stastny? Do you sit there and go like, "Hey, they have this guy from Notre Dame. He knows Stastny well. Maybe he's unearthed the diamond in the rough." Or do you go the other way where it's like, "How fucking lazy are we? That it's just like we need a defenseman. I coached Spencer Stastny at Notre Dame.
No, I don't-
Bring him in."
Not at all.
I don't think so.
Because
No?
he did the exact same thing with Ty Emerson. When Knobloch coached him in Hartford.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
it worked out. And they're like, oh, we need to get younger. I was like, oh,
Brought in
And then in
Knobloch.
terms of just
we brought
like-
in Knobloch because that was Connor's guy.
And then in terms of just like hiring a new dude for whatever this position is, there's no cap on management. Hire them all.
yeah.
I know that, but I just mean like I hope they legitimately had reasons to like Spencer Stastny and not just being like, I had him at Notre Dame. He's a good guy.
What are you
It's like,
talking
all
about?
right.
see a lot
Will
of- you
Acton worked out really well for this
Well,
franchise.
that's what I mean,
Come on
right?
I
now.
did see a lot of positive scouting reports on him, though, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think Will Acton got the same positive scouting reports.
He did get
Keegan
an
Lowe
apartment.
didn't
though.
either.
He did get an apartment briefly. Sat open for a while. Anyway, hope it wasn't a 2-year lease. back to the betting segment. Money line. Oilers are favored tonight, minus 140. Penguins plus 120. So betting public just believes the Oilers are going to win this outright. If you're feeling a little frisky, thinking the Oilers are going to win by 2 or more, that is the puck line for you. That is plus 170. Rick is nodding yes. He likes the puck line. If you think the Penguins are going to cover that, that is minus 205. This is the one that's interesting to me is the over-under. 6.5 minus 110 on either side. I am betting the under tonight. This is my bet. Under 6.5. Oilers win. Draisaitl point. Keeping it simple.
What does that get you?
I don't know. I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
You're going to have to
That's
build that for me.
probably, I bet that's like plus 300. Plus 290 is my guess.
Well, because like Draisaitl point,
It's
if you
like,
just
what, minus 300?
Oilers
minus
win.
370.
Yeah.
Oilers win, dry point, and under 6.5.
Plus 310.
Whew, nice guess that line for
There
Liam.
you go.
But then, isn't that what Jay's bet was today on the show?
Well, we
I
talked
don't know.
about it extensively this morning at breakfast. So I
What
can see
time?
that.
4:30 in the morning? Because Jay texts us his game day bet before 5 a.m. almost every time.
Yep.
It's,
The other
it's
day
like a
he-
good morning text.
The other day he texted me at like 3 in the morning, and it was during the week. I'm like, "What are you up to?"
BM, if you're doing that one and you think the under's hitting on both fronts, take Skinner and Jarry to each go 25 plus saves, juices it up to plus 1,500.
That's juicy.
That's juicy. That's a lot of shots, though.
Mamma mia. 50?
lot of shots.
50-ish should have to be. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see the under happening tonight.
Why?
Despite the goalie conversation, I just think there's too much on
Seven's
the
a lot,
line.
though.
Seven's
Seven
a lot.
is a lot.
5-2.
And you also got to think like Jarry and Skinner are both going to have that kind of chip on their shoulder attitude today.
But do the Oilers have the chip on their shoulder as well of being like,
Nope.
why not?
They don't tend to play with like a chip on the shoulder. They keep to play. They
Well,
tend to play at the same even keel at all times, which kind of frustrating, but also kind of works in our favor sometimes.
Okay.
The other thing I was looking at tonight, Zachary Martin-Hyman, power play point, plus 300.
I went with Draisaitl power play point.
What was he at?
Plus 135. Power play's been doing pretty well. Nice last
Doing pretty
game,
good.
obviously.
Yep. Anything else sticking out for you this evening? Oilers Penguins.
Crosby 2 points is like plus 200.
Sid having a good year? I haven't looked.
Yep. Him and Gino are both having awesome years.
Really? Turn back the clock.
Gino's having like his best start in 3 seasons.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for those
See
boys.
that boy.
Empty netter.
Well, they get to experience Stuart Skinner hockey,
I don't
which
know.
is
how
fine and adequate.
Can't you also, like, again, we're Oilers fans. Can't you also see a world where Stuart Skinner just comes out today and looks nothing like the goalie we've ever seen?
I was tempted to bet Stu's shutout today.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't.
Got to get one early. Otherwise, that is the ultimate grip in the stick third period if Stu Skinner's on the break or
I
shutting you
didn't
out.
do it, but it's rolling around in my head. I've got 3 hours before puck drop.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. Whatever your bet's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app and get in on the game. Use code NATION at Bet365. Must be 19 years old or older. Gentlemen, get your whiteboards out. It is time for Baggedmilk's trivia. Dun, dun, dun. I made up a song about Baggedmilk's trivia one episode, but I forgot what it was, so I can't sing it again. Tyler's getting the whiteboards out, distributed. While we're doing that, I'm going to tell you all about our friends at Swiss Donair. It's cold outside. You're looking for something hearty, something delicious, something that'll carry you over. I recommend a Donair. Swiss Donair is the place to get it. Of course, they're home for the old school Donair with options if you want some flair. Open for 25 years and 7 days a week. Pride of the North Side. Swiss Donair is great for your events at home or the office. Check them out at 8308 144th Ave Northwest or online at swissdonair.com. All right, fellas. Oilers Penguins on deck tonight. We got 4 questions, Baggedmilk's trivia. And I think we might have a new game. Me and Dan were talking about a new game for Tuesday.
More?
More games? Question mark? Question number 1, gentlemen. The Edmonton Oilers and Pittsburgh Penguins have played 88 regular season games all time. How many wins do the Oilers have in those 88 games?
Pittsburgh was real bad for a while. Edmonton was
Edmonton
real
was real
bad
bad for a while. But the tricky thing is they only play twice a year. Sometimes for a long time it was only once.
88 games, you say?
88 games. I'm looking for a win number
For the Oilers.
for the Oilers.
How many have they wanted you on the record?
I just want wins. We tried to do record. It gets too convoluted.
That's where I was.
Just wins. So Price is Right rules apply here, boys.
Say the number, the total again, sorry?
88 regular season games, Dan.
I didn't say that into my microphone.
Remember that one game Sidney Crosby walked Ryan Strome in overtime?
Yeah, that's one.
Unfortunately.
I was
That's
there.
an L.
Behind the net a couple times?
I was
Yep.
Yeah.
I was right above that.
Ryan Strome, if I remember correctly, got traded like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Gino stole the puck off Clefbaum once, too.
Bomb.
Flip them over, gentlemen. What do you got?
48.
32.
Tyler, 32 for Dan, 37 for Liam, 57 for Rick. So Price is Right rules. We have 46 as the winner.
Oh, I went over. Fuck.
That's me.
That is Liam. Liam, very excited. Tyler goes over by 2.
46.
I was gonna say
That's more than 50%.
I was worried about ties.
48. I thought 48 was good.
That was a good line.
Hell yeah.
Question number 2. This one's tricky. This one's just a straight guess. In those 88 regular season games, a total of 651 goals have been scored. How many have the Oilers scored?
651.
151 total goals have been scored. How many of the Oilers scored of that 651? Now remember, they won 46 of 88 games.
Sorry, the total number again?
651. We're playing Price is Right rules here. Tyler's got his answer down.
I'm doing bad math right now.
Again.
361.
How many goals?
651.
651, sorry.
651 total.
Yeah, okay, I'm good with my answer.
And of course, they played 88 games, so Oilers won 46 of them. 651 goals. Boys are writing. They're working some math. Liam seems to be drawing a picture.
What?
Everybody's got it. Price is
that
Right
too
rule
high?
applies. We cannot go over.
326.
326 for Tyler, 337 for
337.
Dan, 475 for, wow, Liam, holy.
I tried to do
307
math. It was bad.
307 for Rick, so the win goes to Dan because the real number is 359.
Ah, damn it.
Less than 100. Oh, no, it was over
I
100.
had 358 at one point, and I changed it.
Dan gets the point.
I cut it in half and gave one more to the Oilers.
We
The $1 answer. Really?
we have a tie between Dan and Liam through 2 questions.
I know.
We're on the board too.
I want to know how dialed you are to sports history.
A little.
The Pittsburgh Penguins adopted their signature black and yellow color scheme after both the Pirates and the Steelers both won championships. What year did this change happen? What year did the Pens go to black and
that's not
yellow?
right. Dumb. Sorry.
I think the hint here is trying to think of when the Pirates won.
Yeah.
Did the Pirates win?
Well, it's interesting because Pittsburgh definitely had an era too where they didn't wear the black and yellow. Like, are you talking like just jerseys or like the logo?
What's the comparison? What were they wearing before black and yellow?
Blue and white.
Yeah,
Remember they had the baby blues?
yeah.
Way back.
Definitely got to change that.
Okay. All right.
Shouldn't
Let's
have
go
said-
with
shouldn't have
white.
said
So
the
they
way
were
back.
having some poor success in those early years, and then the Pirates and the Steelers were on a little bit of a run there. And then the Penguins joined. Interestingly enough, the Boston Bruins filed a appeal against this move with the NHL, which obviously the NHL denied.
Color schemes too similar.
What year was it, gentlemen?
79-80.
Oh,
I say
87.
82, 83.
87 for Liam, 78 for Rick, and Tyler nails it, 1980.
It's because he watches baseball. And he knew when the Pirates were less
You have
good.
their World Series, I guess.
No, I just kind of knew it was right around when the Oilers came into the league because the Oilers never played them in the baby blues. So I was like, I'll just guess like one of the first years the Oilers were in the NHL.
How do you know that? Did you watch Howie Meeker play too?
What was that guy? Morenz is my
Yeah, Howie
Or
Morenz.
Morenz. Sorry, that's what I
Yeah.
meant. Yeah, you
20, 30 times.
You knew what I was going for.
Believed you.
You knew what I was going for.
So much of a historian I am.
2-point question.
Paperclip me.
Question 4, final question for our friends at
This
Swiss
is
Donaire.
for the win.
This is for the win. We
It's a
have
three-way tie.
Liam, Dan, and Tyler all with 1 point.
But even if Rick gets it, he wins.
If Rick gets both questions correct for 2 points, he will win.
Okay.
You can get 1 point or you can get 2 points. Dating back to 19. Dating back to 2019-20.
Thank God.
Okay. Dating back to 2019-20, the Oilers and Penguins have played 10 times. How many wins do the Oilers have in those 10 games, and how many goals have they scored? Those are your 2. How many wins out of 10, and how many goals have they scored? 2-point question.
Or goals in total, not just goals out of the wins.
Goals in total, yeah. Goals in total. Boys are working. Rick's got his answer. Tyler's thinking.
even know how this
Blocking the
math
answers, too. I like this. Tyler's got his hand up. Dan working away, scribbling over there. Dan's answer is locked in. Liam is ready. Tyler is done.
Mine's way different than Liam's. Oh,
2-point question.
no.
How many wins out of 10
I
since
didn't think that
1920?
through.
As
Not
Ken
enough
Holland would
goals.
say.
18 goals?
Holy
Offense,
cow.
offense way down in my
23.
mind.
So,
That actually might win it, though.
So we got 5 wins for Tyler and Dan. So we'll just start with wins first. Rick gets a point. 8 wins in the
Damn.
last
Wow.
10 games.
8-2.
Okay,
done,
Rick's on the board.
Oh,
It's all
Rick for the
tied.
sweep now.
It's all tied.
Rick's on the
Actually,
board now. How
eight,
many
1, and
goals?
Low.
Oh, we are
Low.
going to get a winner here.
Low.
44 total goals. Liam wins.
No! Let's go. Easy game. Let's go.
Yeah, but we have to check the stats
No,
now because the
stats
answers are
are
probably
good.
wrong.
Liam wins 2-1.
As long as he says it properly, you can
Oh,
understand,
yeah.
right?
Yes. Thanks for being clear today, BM.
I do speak the King's English, of course.
Fine. I've never won.
There you go.
I think I've barely got a point before. Never mind one.
There you go. Liam takes a 2-1 win. Now we're going to wrap it up. Score predictions. Tyler's pulling up his sheet. I'm going to tell you nationgear.ca. That's where you go to find details for the Nation vacation to Las Vegas. We're going in March. We're going to have a viewing party for you. We're going to go to the game together. We are in a zone at T-Mobile that is all-inclusive. Get your drinks and some food. You're going to want to join us on this one. So go to nationgear.ca. We have the flight package if you want to just join us on the plane, or if you have points on your credit card or something like that. We also have a non-flight package for you as well, where you can still stay at Circa with us and join us with the game. Tyler.
We have a winner from last week's score predictions. One of us correctly nailed 6-3 for the Edmonton Oilers over the Toronto Maple Leafs.
If it's Reese, I'm going to lose it.
Have a day, Liam.
Wow.
Wow.
A second win for Liam has put him as the standalone frontrunner in this contest.
Wow.
Nobody got it from Montreal, obviously.
No. The only one who predicted a loss was Liam, but he predicted 5-4.
Damn it.
What a jerk.
Wow.
So close.
Everything's coming
Today
up.
we are predicting Pittsburgh and Boston.
Pittsburgh and Boston. All right, Tyler, you're up first.
I will say they win 5-3 tonight with an empty net goal, going for double. And against Boston, I will say that they win 4-1.
Dan, what do you got?
I think they lose to Pittsburgh tonight, 3-1, and then I think they beat Boston 6-1.
Liam? First the Pens, then the Bruins.
I think they'll win both games. I think they win tonight 5-2, and I think they win on Thursday 4-3 in overtime.
Rick, what do you got?
6-3 tonight, 4-2 on Thursday with the empty netter.
Going for double on Thursday. Reese, yell out your answers, buddy. You're still in the mix.
4-2 Edmonton and 5-3 Edmonton.
4-2 Edmonton, 5-3 Edmonton for Reese. Okay, I'm betting the under, so I got to maintain, so I can't have more than 6. So I'm going to go 4-2 Oilers with empty net. I'm shooting for 2. And then against the Bruins, they're playing a little better lately, aren't they? I'm going to go 4-3 against the Bruins. That's when Oilers win. There you have it. Tuesday episode of Oilersnation Radio in the books. Big day for Liam. Of course, the winner of Baggedmilk's trivia and the score prediction against the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Hell yeah.
As we do every week, we end off with some words of hope. Liam, what do you got?
Okay. Tristan Jarry is a better goaltender than Stuart Skinner. And tonight it will be proven on the national stage.
Do you like Ryder's nickname for him?
I didn't see.
Fist and Tristan?
Whoa.
Because he'll be fist pumping so much.
I also
Okay.
think that the cheer at Rogers play should be the Jerry Springer, Jarry, Jarry. And then with Fist and Tristan, you got your fist pumping
That's
up
a good
there.
idea.
Actually, I like the Jarry idea. Jarry.
Cool. There you go.
There you have it. We'll talk to you on Friday. Have a good week, everybody.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.